Pope Francis is absolutely right when he says that being a disciple of Jesus means that we have to leave our comfort zones. Jesus' own disciples realized this when they followed him so many centuries ago. They've only just come back from going out in twos, proclaiming the good news of the gospel, healing those who were sick, and casting out demons. When Jesus tells them, let's go to a quiet place, we'll be alone, we'll be together, and there we can talk about all the things that you've experienced. Looking forward to this intimate time with the Master, they follow him, and yet crowds know where they're going, anticipate where they will arrive, and when Jesus gets there to this quiet place, he sees that there are many crowds before him, and he says something beautiful. They are like sheep without a shepherd, and he felt compassion for them. The disciples who thought they were going to be able to relax with Jesus and have a quiet day are now surrounded by the needs of those who are blind, those who are deaf, those who are possessed by demons, and those who need the love of Jesus Christ. Finally, at the end of this long day that they were not expecting to be so busy, they suggest to Jesus that the crowds go away in order to be able to find enough food. Really also so they can relax and get some breathing room. So Jesus turns to them and says, well, why don't you give them something to eat? And they, of course, are shocked by this and say, it would take 200 denarii even to give these people a little bit of food. We don't have that. And then Jesus tells them, how much do we have? How much bread? Go and find out. So they go away. They're probably frustrated. They know they don't have enough no matter how much they have to feed 5,000 hungry men. And so they returned to Jesus and hopefully, I imagine, thought this would be the end of the discussion. We've got 5 loaves and 2 fish. That's not going to be enough. Well, Jesus tells them, get everybody, this huge crowd of thousands, to sit down in groups of 50 and 100. Do you know how difficult it is to organize anybody into groups of 50 and 100? And especially when the disciples have no instructions but just to do that? Why should we do that? People are going to ask them. Well, because the Master said so. But why? I don't know. Just please go into groups of 50 or 100. Can you imagine how difficult that would have been? How stressful? They finally do it. They finally get everyone divided. What a day it has been. And Jesus takes that bread, he blesses it, and he breaks it, and he gives it to them. And a great miracle takes place. And these thousands of people are able to feed through the miraculous multiplication of just some loaves and fish. It's not always easy to follow Jesus. He's inevitably going to ask us to leave our comfort zones. And yet, there's nobody else who's ever worth following because he gives us a true joy that the world cannot give. And you might already know that joy. I think you probably do deep down if you're watching this video. And if you haven't experienced that joy, simply stay close to Jesus in the Eucharist and now, in a special way, in the Scriptures. Let us always look toward Jesus and realize that all he asks is that we're faithful and we give him our little bit and he will do great miracles with it. Perhaps you can give him now the 5 loaves and 2 fish of your own life. And if you do, giving him all that you have, watch the miracles that take place, even though your gift might be small. With God's grace, great things can happen. May God bless you.